All right. Sorry we couldn't meet up today. Wanted to take a look at a few things, just kind of show you where I was at. So, kind of get some things going here. I'm going to try to show you the iPad, or excuse me, yeah, iPhone view as well. But this right here is the old FMO, or the old Station Journal. So I took that and we're going to rename that something FMO specific. I'm going to meet with FMO next week and discuss how we're going to rebrand this. So I started cleaning this up. So you can kind of see it laid out, which basically takes all the other telestaff type things we used to do and training things, took all that out, and we're starting to clean it up into being specific to FMO inspections and pre-fires. So again, here's our hub, the address database. We would have mapping functions down in here that show inspections due, pre-fires due, and what this will get cleaned up and broken out much nicer. But I just want to show where that was at. So with that being said, the new Station Journal, I think, is what I'm going to transition into being what the BC tie-in app was that you saw. Because what I'm seeing here is that we need to have a few things in here to bring in tie-ins. Then I also added in these vacation requests and trade requests. So let's look at your stuff real quick first, and we'll come back and I'll just show you what we got. I'm going to try to keep this under 15 minutes. So yeah, here we go. So within the address database, we could be out on a map and we could create one there, or we could just go from this address database and pull one up, or we will have assigned pre-fires. So what I want to do, let's go down to one of these guys. Let's see, and we will just, for giggles here, so we will go to this guy. We'll say we're out there by the Courtyard Apartments. We click edit, or there would be an add pre-fire button. This would say, right now, it would say 2019. There would be a shift already assigned. So we'll say that you assign this to me on C shift at 12, at station 12. So this would be ours for whatever reason. So this would already be here. This would be locked down, uneditable, and it would just come up on our station 12 assignments that, hey, this year we have to do this pre-fire. As you can see here, all this information populates over. Some of this is info that was on the Everett pre-fire stuff. Some of it's a little different, a little bit Linwood specific, but we'll just leave it on there. And then there's some info here that's asking for, hey, is the contact info correct? If it is, awesome. That's good. If it's a no, it'll pop up information here. We can put it in. And then once we save this, anytime this says no, it will update or notify whoever's in charge of this address database. So we'll have to figure out how that all transitions and ties in later. Someone will need to go in and update that information on the address database, so that way this always stays up to date. So anyways, that's that. So getting into the building survey stuff, so some of the other stuff. I've set this up a little bit to flow well on an iPhone or iPad as well as on here. So we got the basics description. This is just kind of a one-over box. We can make this a pull down or whatever, but right now it's just, this is what it is. So we'll say it's a garden style apartments construction. This is pullover from old Linwood stuff. Basement, we can say no basement. Roof construction, mostly lightweight wood truss. Then as we get into here, I'll show you this on the iPhone too, but here we'll start doing the yeses, then do this. So if there is an FTC, we say no, then that's that. If we say yes, okay, FTC map info needed, mark FTC on the map for each FTC connection. Knox box, no. If we say yes, though, mark the map with the letter K. So basically, it's giving us all the instructions. So that way, when you're done, you save this, but you can still go in and follow your instructions of what was done, which that'll be a process we got to talk about a little bit. All these are the same, right? Fire alarm panel, yes. If there is a fire alarm panel, then mark each alarm panel on the map with AP. yada, yada, yada. And then also mark FD for best access for fire department access. Natural gas was another one you said. I need to clean this up. So obviously there's some errors there. I'm going to take out these undetermined, unable to determine. It's got to be a yes or a no. We go out there, we should, if we can't get it done, then we should have a way to save it and not finalize it and come back and maybe complete it on a different date. So that'll be another function that we could put in here, say save not complete, and then that will repopulate to a different, it won't go to you get pre-fire guys just yet. So to give them some time to get it figured out. So yeah, so it's giving all the instructions here, just like the Everett ones does, but it's a little bit more streamlined. For fire protection systems, we can build this out to say whatever we want. But we can say, hey, we got smoke and dry sprinkler here, ventilation systems. We got HVAC. Oh. So we got boxes for special hazards, TAP considerations, ladder access from north side only. Other information, nothing. This will be pulled out, and then here's will be a current list from our roster at all times. So I'll say it's done by me. Date prepared, we'll say today. So that gets us, that just to show you kind of the flow. Again, there's some more functions and stuff in here we need to build out and talk about the flow of how this will work. But that's how it would look there. So if I save and close this, this will be a completed file, right? So it will bring the person back to this page once this is done. And now they can come in and actually view, okay, here's what we got to do, guys. We got to go in, we need to mark all of these items, because look, we hit yes on all these, so we got to go in. Now the question is, how do you get to the mapping? How does it work from here? But they could take this and run with it, right? They could even add some photos in here for whatever we think may be useful. So that's that for the pre-fire. So it's starting to flow a little bit like Everett's, but still has some of ours. So that'll give you a look to see what we got there. Okay, I'm about halfway there. So that's that. Haven't done a lot else. That took a bit of time to get that all set up, but it's way more cleaned up, way easier. If a lot of our, well, all the rest of the stuff will be visible to different people with different permissions. So a lot of this stuff won't be visible to a firefighter, but it'll be visible to BCs and others. So I'm going to try to real quickly bring up my phone. We'll see if this works. Okay, let's see. Screen, only screen. Let's see if it's going to work for me today. Okay, stop mirroring. Just give me a second here. So some of the part of building these forms out is making sure that it's going to flow well. Okay. It's going to flow well on an app. So let me restart this lonely screen. Whenever we do a presentation, we'll be able to actually I'll bring in my Apple TV thing, and we can just do it right to a TV. So it makes it a lot more streamlined, a lot easier. Come on, there we go. See if this works. Okay, so here, this FMO portal is what we would go to. I'm just going to try to show you what it would kind of look like. This will be all cleaned up. I'm going to click pre-fires due. I'm going to go to the mapping. We'll be out there. Say, man, I need to get this one done here. Coals. Okay, let's get it done. Maybe I haven't even tried this piece out yet, so I'll have all this done before we get there. Okay, just gonna move around. Nope. Let's see if it'll do that. Okay. Okay, I'll have to work on the mapping part. So there's still some stuff that's got to go there. So let's just say that we were out. We knew where we were going. We're going to, there's some that are due. So we'll just say, hey, this one right here, this Linwood Shopping Center, we need to get that one done. So I'm going to go into that, and I'm just going to hit this Add Pre-Fire button. Boom. This would all be filled out here. This says next pre-fire update, which would be 2019. Station assignments, all that stuff would be done. So now we're getting into the basics. So here we go. Is contact info correct? So now you got the same flow. I'm going to say no because we got stuff missing. We're just going to do a couple little things here. Okay, so there's the same thing for description, construction. We've got all these same things. Everything's flowing the same. And then I made these, so these are buttons. So hey, if we say yes on these, you still get the view here that says, hey, okay, you need to mark FTC on the map. Knox box, yes. Mark the map with letter K. So we still get all the same functions. Oh, you're killing me. Hold on. It's a finicky little thing. Okay, I'm not sure where we're at on time on this. Okay. Come on. Hang in there with me. Oh. Okay, kill that. Try this one more time. I see what's going on. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can get this fixed. Try one more time. There we go. Okay, my goodness. And there we go. So same thing with here. We can choose all the done ventilation system. So it's just me going through it on my phone. Might change that, but that'll work for now. So Kurt does this one. And same thing, if I wanted to choose a photo, hit choose file, I can take photo or video. Okay. Take a picture of my camera. So use photo. And then see how it does here. And this will be some of the testing that we got to do to make sure everything's working. Because maybe it doesn't like that. It's the first time I've tried to do this upload, so. Okay, so we'll have to have to play around with that a little bit. So there you go. So that's just a view of what that looks like. Just want to make sure you can see that. Stop mirroring. Let's close that. And then I just want to show you real quick. So that's that. I mean, there's been a lot of work just getting that ready. I got some more cleanup to do. Obviously, we got a little bit more time, so that's good. And then in this new station journal, we were talking about vacation requests and stuff. So people can come in here actually now. They can add vacation requests. You can see all the vacation requests. It will, once it goes through and you do a vacation request or a trade request, it'll color code once they get approved, and they can go in and approve them. It shows when it was submitted, how many hours. It does some self-calculation. So if I was actually in here, and same from the phone, makes it super easy to do it from the phone. So I might be able to show that to you later, but I won't waste your time with that tonight. So if I did a trade request, so I could come here to the roster, find myself, if I wanted to, from here, and then I could say add a vacation request. Pre-populates all my info. Ooh, that's not pointing to the right spot. Try this again. Add vacation request. And then basically it just does all the self-population. 17, I'll say, okay, I want it to be from 0800. I need 4 hours. It'll self-populate this end date so they don't have to do the math. Yes, it's input and telestaff. And then I won't be able to see this as a submitter. That'll only be for the BCs. I can save it. And then back on the home screen, not only will they see their tie-ins and vacation requests and trade requests, but they will have kind of a dashboard where they can take a look and see what all's going on that day. So the daily tie-ins from yesterday will be populated here by shift or battalion. People also on their phone will see this up at the very top and can just submit it right from their phone real quick and easy. And as they come in, they'll come in here from oldest to newest as they're submitted. So, and then they can go into these records right from here and then approve them. And then once they're approved, they leave here. Same with the trade requests. It's the same thing there. So they'll have the same views. I'm just gonna see if I can show that to you real quick, because it's kind of cool from an app perspective. It's pretty easy, really easy actually. I think it'll be good for the users and a little bit of efficiency for everybody. Just show you real quick if I can. Come on. Maybe, maybe not. There it is. Okay, so here you'll see I'll go to this new station journal, and this would be what basically everybody would see. If they wanted to, they could just come in and hit new trade request, pull their name up. We'll say it's going to be Chris Akers. So it all populates, station 15, shift A. He would have his email in there, so we'll email him the approval once he gets it. It's all automated once the BCs hit approve. I'll show you that later. Is it working for you? Say Cliff, start date tomorrow for 24 hours. Yes. And that the rest of that wouldn't be visible. So they just do that, hit save, and they're done. So that's how it would look there. So pretty easy, pretty functional. And they can do trades, and then also the BCs with their daily tie-ins, they can also see pending vacation requests, pending trade requests, all right from here, along with all their other tie-ins. So pretty functional. So anyways, that's what I've had going on. That's what I've been working on. I think we're making some good progress in a short time, and I think we'll be able to get some good stuff together there. So let me know if you got any questions, and we will leave it at that. All right. Talk to you soon. Maybe we can sync up tomorrow. I can show you some more, answer any questions you got. All right, bud. Bye.